What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the LSU Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe already putting her to work with some injury news. Holly?
The Sooners head coach told me here in the pregame, one of the things that coach is worried about today is that they will be without their starting quarterback. Got hurt in their game last week, and so today their backup is going to get his first action of the season. Coach told me they want to make things easy for him early. They've talked to the other teammates. Everybody do your job. Make sure he can get comfortable with everyone around him so he can make some plays for us down the stretch. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see what kind of problems that might cause. So LSU's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. First carry of the season for this transfer. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
Second down, gonna throw it. Incomplete. And they fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it over the middle. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Second down to the air. Hit as he throws. And he gets rid of it.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision. Do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that was an interception.
3rd and long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quickly complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Left side is Thomas. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Move those chains without a hitch. Well, actually, with a hitch, but you get the point.
I like that. Nicely done. The defense probably should have understood the ball was coming out quick, something like a hitch, a slant, a screen, something fast. They didn't. QB gets it on the money. Receiver gets the extra yards. Easy pitch and catch for the first down.
The give to the right. There he goes. He's past the sticks. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Second down, gonna throw it. Turns up, it's Blaylock. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Here's a give to Robinson. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
They think there's room to run to the right here. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Trying to slip through and pick it up. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
And that will go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big boys all moving together, creating enough space. And I love the way, Palmer, the back gets downhill, understands where the first down marker is.
Yeah, you know, some running backs just have a nose for it, and this guy does as well. He's able to sort of find the crease, make himself small, fit into those small spaces, and pick up the first to keep the offense on the field. It's all about momentum and being able to keep drives going. I know that's not going to really show up on any highlight reels, but that was a big play here for the offense. This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big second down. Here probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. They'll run with Robinson. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's third and goal.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
With these last two plays, they've just taken this drive and thrown it right into the fire. Can they snatch it out on 3rd and goal? And he's in! Touchdown Sooners! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that was a lengthy 17-play drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense in a bunch formation. Fresh set of downs going up top. Gets rid of it.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. In the backfield, it's Watkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. As we get a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Well, this offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Keeps it himself. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. From the gun, it's Hawkins. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experience depth, but now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, you know, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Out wide right, it's Hawkins. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. They'll go to the air. Back's got it on the screen. Turning it on. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Blaylock. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. To the ground. He's got it again. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Snap in the shotgun. Out wide left, it's Blaylock. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They'll snap it from the 28, in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated, and I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Keeps it moving. It's Berry. He breaks a tackle. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Plenty of time left left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Just gets rid of that one.
And I think out routes are solely about timing because that wide receiver is going to get to a point and break it off straight to the sidelines, and you can just tell he put too much mustard on it and just led him a little bit too far.
Second and long here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. That's caught. It's Thomas. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Sooners come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Drops back on first down. Escapes the pressure going right. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Line getting set on second down. On the move, it's Hawkins. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Gets the back moving. Wants to throw one first. Caught in the backfield, it's Hawkins. Makes the grab, it down immediately. He picks up a few. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Long way to go on second down. Straight ahead, it's Hawkins. All over him immediately. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's got it. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with a look at the Kennesaw State Owls taking on the SMU Mustangs. And it's Kennesaw State coming away victorious in an absolute instant classic. We'll have to check the record books to find the last time both teams went over 50 points. My goodness, what a game! And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive... to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's Lewis to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wilson open on the right side. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. First and 10 for the offense. He's changing the play. Lewis to throw. Rush right in his face. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Four wideouts set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Lewis. He's going to take off. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Lewis. grabbed in the backfield. It's Berry. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Look out! But a little time, lets it go. And they can't make the play on third down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Still looking to his right. Firing to the right, complete. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Wants to throw it. Escapes the pressure to his right. He's sacked. Tried to get away, but the defense tracked him down. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
And I know it's easy up here in the booth, right, guys? Like, make that catch, right? Get on the scoreboard. Haven't scored yet with this offense. You want him to make that play, but a nice job by the defense, man. Getting there on time, not letting him wrap that football up. That's a great job breaking on the football with good timing.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Follows his blocks. It's Blaylock. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Intercepted, the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Oh, pressure's coming. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Bounced right back to them.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, gonna throw it. Throws to the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he fires a bullet to the tight end. He gets a paw on it, but he couldn't get it in. He couldn't bring it in. What happens with tips and overthrows? Defenses usually take advantage. They do here, and they get the big INT.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the right. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here. When it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Handoff to Xavier. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Caught in the backfield, it's Blaylock. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Running a screen on an early down, you might think you'd really catch them trying to be aggressive in a pass rush or something, but the defense had the answer that time.
Yeah, and the offense has to do a better job selling that. A lot of times when you run a screen, I need to buy time, right? I need to give that pass rush the ability to rush up the field, sneak a little bit behind them, and then dump it off. They might have rushed that a little bit on that play.
Fires to the wideout. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Man, if he doesn't drop it, there's 2 picks and 2 consecutive drives. He was in great position to make another play, just couldn't secure the catch.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. And down he goes. The defense making a huge play, but there are penalty markers out. Let's sort it out. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Tight end now in motion. Looking for a gap. It's Blaylock. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Carry-On. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Sooners look to keep this drive humming. Drops back on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He wants to throw it again. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Throws quickly. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the first down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the W.
Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws for the tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on fourth down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football. With the lead late in the game, if we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really nice job.
And I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now. They knew they had held their stud down to his little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more, so they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back, and they've done a pretty good job all day.
On third down, here's Robinson. Great job by the defense to force this fourth down, but a field goal would make it a 2-possession game.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing it. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. Left side is Watkins. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Looking to throw on third. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
And that's another incompletion for this offense. And, man, it's kind of been...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Got to make the play on fourth. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that fourth down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Wants to throw on first. Rushes on. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
You're welcome. That's what the defensive line just said to the secondary. Ball comes out quick, inaccurate. Why? Because we're getting pressure on the quarterback right away.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Headed outside, it's Blaylock. Runs through the tackle. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And this one splits the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's Harris. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
LSU quick to the line.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Out wide left, it's Watkins. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. They're all over him. Going to try to get it himself. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
They'll go 4 wide, 3 to the left on 2nd and 8. He'll set up to throw. Keeping his eyes downfield. He throws one to the left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. Yep. And now the ball is free in the end zone. Ball was loose in their own end zone, and the defense recovered it for a touchdown. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Comes the Oklahoma offense. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Runs through a tackle. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. This time they'll throw it. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Edwards. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll ride the hot hand. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I just love when running backs make those decisions, and then they get close to the sideline. Some will take that advantage and step out of bounds not to get hit, but I love when they do like this and stick your foot in the ground, get downhill, get some positive yards because it helps your offense on the next down.
Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a 1st down. Quick completion to the right. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy late in games that you know you can trust. Game on the line. Just need to get one 1st down. And Palmer, they can run it.